Hi there, welcome back to our course. In the previous sections, we have talked about culture shock. Generally, culture shock is a relatively short-term discomfort due to the unfamiliarity of surroundings and the lack of familiar cues in the environment. Now let's look at the long-term adaptation process into a new culture, intercultural adaptation, which refers to the process of increasing our level of fitness to meet the demands of a new cultural environment. In other words, intercultural adaptation is a process of dealing with maladjustment within a host culture. Adjusting to new culture is an ongoing process with many ups and downs. We may experience different stages in the intercultural adaptation due to cultural differences. In order to better adapt to the new culture and overcome culture shock, it's necessary for us to have a detailed understanding of the process of intercultural adaptation. Let's look at the story of Liu Yan, a Chinese visiting scholar in America. I hope her story can provide a starting point for your understanding of intercultural adaptation. Liu Yan is a college teacher of mathematics. Due to her hard work, she got a wonderful chance to be a visiting scholar at a university in the United States for a year. In the first months of arrival, she felt very excited about everything there. The university was located in a very small town with beautiful natural sceneries, which was quite different from the big city where she lived and worked in China. Most of the fellow teachers in the university was nice and friendly. People passing by in the street usually greeted her with a smile. She even made some successful purchases in the local grocery. Liu Yan thought it was such a right decision to work and do some research for a year in America. But soon, when the excitement faded away, she began to feel a little uncomfortable. What upset her most was that she couldn't understand what people were talking about. Although her English skills were thought acceptable when she was in China, she found the fellow teachers or students didn't speak clearly enough for her to figure out the meaning. They used a lot of slang and inside jokes and talked so fast that she couldn't keep up unless they were intentionally speaking to her with slower pace and easier words or phrases. The language barrier prevented her from many social activities. Another difficult adjustment came from the food. Liu Yan couldn't get used to the local food provided in the cafeteria in campus, nor could she find what she needed in the local grocery to cook a typical Chinese dinner. On top of that, she began to miss her families in China. When she chatted with her husband via WeChat, she said the life there was 好山好水好寂寞, feeling lonely in the beautiful natural sceneries with broad horizons. She really missed the life back in the big city in China. Liu Yan experienced typical first two stages of cultural adaptation. There have been a number of researches in stages of intercultural adaptation process over the years. One of the earliest was a simple model called the U-curve. U-curve pattern begins with high effect, followed by a drop in satisfaction, and end with a period of recovery and full adjustment. Generally, U-curve comprises 4 stages: honeymoon period, crisis period, adjustment period, and biculturalism period.